Lasagna. I'm going to make beef lasagna. So you're going to select a container that you want, and you're going to place how much of these macaroni pieces in your tray to know how high you want it or how wide you want it before you boil it, so you're going to boil excess. However, boil 2 or 3 extra just in case it mash out. So it'll be just like this. So I put 1 here, and I'll take 2, and you actually approximate how high you want it. So for me, I'm going to use 8, and I'm going to boil 9 just in case 1 rips, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tear this in half so it will actually fit in the pot and boil. So you're going to at least use so much cups of water to cover this, and you're going to add at least a tablespoon of salt and let this boil for at least 15 minutes or until tender. I have a few bits of sausages cut up here. My beef, I have 2 tomatoes, half of a small onion, a whole pepper, 1 pimento, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 small bell pepper, and about 2 cups of pakchoy. Right? With that, I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of chadon, benni, chive, and a little bit of my parsley. And I'm going to make a little bit of it with my tomato sauce. Right? So the tomato sauce I use would be this brand. Right? So I have a little bit of leftovers, so I'm going to put like 3 tablespoons of olive oil into a pan to warm, and then I'm going to add in my veggies. Once it is all added, let it cook until it gets nice and soft before you add in anything else. So I have my veggies and my pakchoy. After this, you will be adding in our seasonings. Once it simmers down like this, now I'm actually going to add in my seasonings and mix this all up. Now when it starts to get tender like this again, I'm going to start adding in my beef and my sausage. It can just be minced beef or minced chicken, or you can just leave it vegetarian, even use soya. And I'm going to let this cook. Right? This is already frozen, so I'm just going to cover this and let it simmer on low heat for at least 5 to 10 minutes, checking it occasionally. Once your minced beef is almost finished, you're going to add at least a half cup of your tomato sauce and a handful, so about 3 tablespoons of cheese in this. Right? And then you're going to just let this melt, mix this up, melt, and well, in my case, it was a melt because it's frozen. If you have it just so, you let it cook for at least 5 minutes on low heat. If you have it frozen like mine, at least leave it for at least 8 to 10 minutes. Some people, however, use like broccoli, cauliflower, Krys.M, mushrooms, but I don't really have it right now, so this is why I'm using what I have here to make this. Once it's almost dry down, then you add your salt and the black pepper to taste, and then you're going to lock this off, and then we're going to make the cheese. Now you want a little bit of sauce because when you bake it, you want it to remain moist. Right? You're going to actually lock this off and put it one side. Right? And now you're going to actually make your cheese. Alright, so to make the cheese paste now, you're going to actually use 2 tablespoons of butter to be melted, 2 tablespoons of onion and garlic mixed together, 1 tablespoon of chive, 1 tablespoon of chadon benni, and you're going to use a half cup of grated cheese and at least 3/4 cup of flour. Once your boiled butter is almost melted, you're going to add in your seasonings. Once it starts to simmer, you mix it up, and then you're going to add in 2 cups of milk, 1.5 to 2 cups of milk. Once this is added, now you're going to add your flour. And you're going to add in your cheese. And you're going to stir this. Until it becomes nice and thick. Make sure you keep this at a low heat. And try to mash up the lumps if it forms back after sifting. And you're going to be mixing this for at least 5 minutes or until it actually gets nice and thick. So after about 3 to 5 minutes of stirring, it starts to get really nice and thick like this. And this is where you'll actually take it off and leave it to cool. Now you could add in a little more water if you want it a little more smooth, or you could just leave it like this. So I lightly grease my pan with some olive oil. I'm going to put the macaroni in first. After the macaroni, you're going to put some of your tomato sauce in and you're going to spread it evenly as you could. After, you're going to put your cheese mixture on top of that tomato sauce, or you could use grated cheese. Right, so after that you're going to put your beef mixture or whatever mixture you put on top of this. Once you put your mixture, now you could either put some more tomato sauce and cheese on top of this before you put the next set of macaroni. I'm just going to actually just put some more tomato sauce, and then I'm going to put my next layer and a little more of the cheese. You could also substitute ketchup for, well, the tomato sauce for ketchup. Now I'm going to add in my next layer, and you're going to keep on doing this until you're finished. On my top layer, when I reach on top, I just put some more tomato sauce, the rest of my cheesy paste, and normal grated cheese. Some people also sprinkle oregano, Italian seasoning, but I'm just leaving this like this. I might sprinkle some parsley on top, and you're going to let this bake for 180 for at least 20 minutes, because remember, everything is already cooked, so it's just for it to get cool and brown. It looks really delicious, and that's it. Just wait for it to cool, cut, and enjoy.